Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Advanced Medical Conference discusses at Sultan Qaboos University development of treatment of cancer, diabetes and nervous system diseases. Enhancing citizenship and encouraging targeted initiatives, the Ministry of Sports Affairs honors winners of Initiatives of Clubs Award. And various intensity rains accompanied by hail fall in a number of governorates of the Sultanate as an effect of deep air trough. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Rosen Plavin Iliev of Bulgaria on his country's National Day. The Advanced Medical Conference was held in its 16th version and discussed at Sultan Qaboos University development of treatment of cancer, diabetes and nervous system diseases. It focused on various aspects related to cancer, thyroid and prostate glands and their treatments. It also tackled the latest treatment for diabetes in addition to communicable diseases, chest and nervous system diseases, with the participation of renowned physicians, among them Professor Surgeon Magdi Yaqub. The conference was opened by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Saud Al-Bimani, Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University. In order to instill the concept of citizenship on youth and encouraging constructive initiatives, the Ministry of Sports Affairs honored the winners of the Ministry's prize for club initiatives Mubadirun. The event was presided over by His Excellency Mohammed bin Salim At-Tubi, Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs. The initiatives focused on environment protection, voluntary work and care for the disabled. The prize included 5 fields aiming to encourage youths to utilize their capabilities to serve the society. Within the context of joint cooperation between the Research Council and the Iranian Isfahan Scientific City, a delegation comprising 15 Iranian companies today visited the Innovation Park of the Research Council with the aim to increase cooperation and investment for implementing and constructing specialized research centers in line with the 4 fields focused on by the Council, namely Innovation Park on environment and water, health, food and biotechnology and renewable energy. From its part, the Iranian delegation presented a display on the fields and investment opportunities with Isfahan City for Science and Technology. The participating Iranian companies were giving investment opportunities in the Innovation Park Muscat of the Research Council. Government Competency Development Program was concluded today and was organized by the Ministry of Civil Service in cooperation with private sector establishments. More than 40 participants took part, representing Director Generals of government units and some military sectors, with the aim to refine skills of higher management. The participants were exposed to the latest methods of innovation and expanding performance efficiency to reach to the best practices in human resources development. The 6-month program is considered a qualitative event and tackled modern international specifications. The closing ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. The participants were at the high level of competency, and what is needed at the current stage is developing and speeding up the government performance. That was stated by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service, adding that there are intentions and serious steps at the government units to accelerate government service performance. What is needed now is to transform the knowledge which was gained during the 6 months of participation in a qualitative program which was implemented at high level of international standards. This knowledge will be transcended to other administrative levels at the government units. 60% of insurance companies are not willing to cover the risks of agriculture sector. This was disclosed by a joint meeting between the Capital Market Authority, Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth and Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The meeting affirmed that the existence of insurance programs will contribute to increasing the agriculture produce and its share in the gross domestic product and providing the requirements of food security. The work has started to form a technical team to set up the foundations and mechanisms for insurance in this sector, as 40% of companies see an economic feasibility in such type of insurance. Still to come in our news bulletin. A private farm owner in South Africa protects rhinos from poachers by clipping its horns. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. A number of wilayas of the Sultanate witnessed light to moderate rainfall last night and this morning, which led to the flow of a number of tributaries, wadis, and to the fall of hail due to the impact of the deep air trough expected to continue for the coming 2 days. Wilayas of the governorate of Muscat witnessed light to heavy rains, whereas governorates of North Sharqiya and Dakhiliya witnessed rains accompanied with hail. Light to heavy rain also fell in wilayas of the governorates of North and South Al-Batina, South Sharqiya and Dhahira. The Ministry of Health issued a circular to withdraw 3 types of 400 mg Omafin tablets produced by national pharmaceutical industries due to a physical defect. These 3 types include ibuprofen substance produced by the company due to a physical defect in some of the aforementioned types. No measures were taken towards other tablets of the same medicine available in the local market. This medicine is used as painkiller, for paracetamol, and as a treatment for arthritis cases. Wasaya Al-Ahlam, a photography exhibition that reflected the talent of photographer Nadia bint Muhammad Al-Amriya in capturing mixing of black and white. This is the 2nd exhibition for the photographer, which was held at the premises of Oman Photography Society of Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science, and was inaugurated under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. His Excellency, the Minister of Information, said in a statement that the exhibition is a pioneering experience by an Omani talented photographer. He added that the experience is worthy of appreciation. It should be noted that the exhibition will run through till March 12, 2016. Omani women's products were displayed in an exhibition organized by the Handicrafts Industries Directorate in the Governorate of Al-Buraimi. The event aimed to promote these products and encourage Omani women to practice craft industries, which is one of the significant traditions of the country. A number of public and private bodies took part in the exhibition. Among the displayed products were local honey, rose water, pickles, and palm tree frond works. At the world's largest rhino farm in South Africa, staff are cutting off the animals' horns to save the rhinos' lives. More details in the following report.
Cutting off their horns to save their lives. A weekly routine on this immense South African rhino breeding farm, the largest in the world. In less than 15 minutes, Michelle Otto's team tranquilizes the animal, removes its horns with a saw, and sends it on its way. It protects them from injury during fights and leaves them significantly less attractive to poachers. But as the horn regrows, the process must be repeated.
We made sure that the part that we trimmed was nowhere near the sensitive areas. So in essence, the part of the horn that we trimmed doesn't have any blood supply, doesn't have any nerve supply, so it can't be painful to them. It would be like cutting or trimming your own nails or cutting your hair, for instance.
But hair that's worth a fortune. Like human fingernails, rhino horn is simply made of keratin, but is highly prized in Asia, where it's purported to have medicinal value. There, a kilogram can fetch $60,000, more than either gold or cocaine. As owner of the 1,200 rhino on this farm, John Hume is fighting to overturn the international ban on rhino horn trade, which he says does little to protect this endangered species.
It's not the demand that is killing the rhinos. It's the way we are supplying that demand. And we are supplying that demand with dead rhino.
Today he spends about €150,000 a month simply on security. The removed horns are weighed, marked and stored in a secret location. Hume's detractors, however, point out that he's a businessman and that he's sitting on a gold mine. 5 tons of horn guarded 24/7, just betting on the chance of one day selling off his stockpile.
What I'm doing here is not sustainable for me. The cost is too huge. There is only one way that I will pay for this cost. That is to sell my rhino horn and to use that money to protect my rhino. So to me, the people who are stopping me from selling my rhino horn and protecting my rhino may as well be joined with the poachers, because they will kill my rhino.
Close to 1,200 rhino were poached in South Africa last year alone. But here at Hume's farm, rhinos are on the rise. 600 have been born in the last 8 years, and orphan calves are rehabilitated and released here before finding a mate of their own to continue the line of this struggling species.
Now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the northern governorates of the Sultanate, with chances of cloud accumulation and varied intensity rainfall, occasionally thunderous and accompanied by hail on governorates of Musandam, Dhahira, Buraimi, Wusta and the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be rough along the coasts of the governorate of Musandam with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters, moderate along the Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, and along the rest of the coasts it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Advanced Medical Conference discusses at Sultan Qaboos University development of treatment of cancer, diabetes and nervous system diseases. Enhancing citizenship and encouraging targeted initiatives, the Ministry of Sports Affairs honors winners of Initiatives of Clubs Award. And various intensity rains accompanied by hail fall in a number of governorates of the Sultanate as an effect of deep air trough. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.